Former U.S. President Donald J. Trump has once again done exactly what many of his supporters had been waiting for, and this time, the message did not carry fear, negativity, or uncertainty. Instead, it carried a fresh spark of optimism, a strong, positive hope that many Americans felt had been missing from the political landscape for years. In his latest speech, Trump revived the iconic slogan, "Make America Great Again," but with a renewed intensity that instantly captured national attention. Within minutes of his speech spreading online, Trump became viral once again, proving that whether one agrees with him or not, his ability to create political waves and command public focus remains unmatched. Trump began his address by stating that America was not in crisis because of a lack of resources or talent, but because of a lack of direction. He claimed that the country had lost the clarity of purpose that once defined it, and he declared that his mission, just like before, was to restore that direction. His tone, firm but energized, immediately set the atmosphere for what seemed like a major political turning point. He spoke as if he had returned to complete an unfinished chapter. Many supporters had predicted that one day Trump would reemerge with a stronger message. That day, according to them, had arrived. He said, "I did not come back to repeat old politics. I came back because the American spirit deserves a new chance. I came back with a stronger promise, a good hope, not a weak one. A hope that can rebuild strength, restore confidence, and bring America back to the top where it must be." These lines spread like wildfire across the internet. In a matter of hours, hashtags linked to Trump began trending across multiple platforms. Comment sections filled with statements like "Trump is back," "MAGA returns," and "Hope is back with Trump." The speech marked a clear shift in Trump's narrative. Instead of revisiting previous political conflicts or controversies, he spoke directly about the future. A future he insisted could be brighter than America's recent past. He emphasized economic recovery and national unity, arguing that America's current problems were not permanent. He said that the country's strength still existed beneath the surface, but needed leadership capable of awakening it. According to analysts, this approach, focusing on positive hope rather than criticism, is precisely what made the address go viral. Trump's style of communication has always played a major role in his influence. Whether through short, punchy statements or powerful declarations, he has consistently demonstrated the ability to turn a simple phrase into a global headline. The revived "Make America Great Again" message did not sound recycled in this speech. Instead, it sounded like the beginning of a new chapter. Trump insisted that the slogan was never meant to be a temporary campaign phrase, but a long-term mission statement for America's national identity. He said that America's greatness was not a memory of the past, but a goal that could be achieved again. Supporters described this version of Trump as more focused, more determined, and more confident than ever. Many who had spent years believing that America needed strong leadership felt that Trump had returned with exactly the energy they had hoped for. Commentators on conservative channels said that Trump's renewed rise in popularity was proof that he still had a powerful connection with everyday Americans, especially those who felt unheard by the traditional political establishment. In his speech, Trump also highlighted a number of national issues. Without going into technical details, he talked about America's economic challenges, international conflicts, domestic instability, and the rising sense of division in society. But instead of framing these issues as proof that America was failing, Trump framed them as problems that could be solved. He repeated that America's greatness was not lost. It was simply waiting to be revived. And according to him, the only way forward was through unity, strength, and renewed national pride. He said, "The world looks at America and waits to see what we do next. The world expects us to be strong. It expects us to be leaders. When America is weak, the whole world feels instability. When America rises, the world rises with us. This is why we must make America great again, not for politics, but for the world's stability." These words were replayed across countless news programs and online channels, fueling the viral momentum of his speech. Analysts noted that Trump's message had a clear strategic layer as well. It was not simply about reviving an old slogan. It was about rekindling a movement that had once shifted the entire direction of American politics. By using emotionally charged but positive language, Trump reactivated the emotional foundation of the MAGA base, a group known for its loyalty and enthusiasm. Some commentators pointed out that Trump's emphasis on good hope was particularly noteworthy. In the past, critics had accused him of stirring fear or division. But in this address, Trump avoided aggressive or explosive language. He focused instead on inspiration, optimism, and national pride. The public response was extraordinary. Videos of his speech spread across TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and X, formerly Twitter. Millions of views were recorded within the first day. Supporters edited clips of his statements into motivational montages accompanied by patriotic music. Even critics admitted that the speech was powerful in its presentation and messaging. Whether supporting him or opposing him, people watched, shared, and discussed the speech, pushing Trump back into the center of national conversation. Political experts across the country began analyzing the potential impact of Trump's renewed virality. Some argued that this shift could reshape upcoming political dynamics. If Trump continues to frame his message in a positive, hopeful, forward-looking way, he may draw in independents and undecided voters who previously kept distance because of political tensions. Others said that Trump's bold return to the spotlight proves that he still possesses one of the strongest communication skills in modern American politics. Opposition figures responded quickly as well, warning that Trump's rise in popularity could reignite political polarization. They argued that the MAGA message was not as universally hopeful as Trump claimed. However, even in their criticism, they acknowledged that Trump's speech had successfully recaptured the national narrative. This acknowledgement itself contributed to the story. In politics, being talked about is often more important than unanimous approval. Meanwhile, Trump supporters described the speech as a reset button, a moment that brought back the energy, confidence, and determination they remembered from his earlier campaigns. Many said that America had felt directionless for too long, and that Trump's message finally gave people something to believe in again. They emphasized that the speech was not just a political message, but a national call to action. Trump concluded his speech by saying, "America is not done. America has not fallen. America is not broken. America is ready to rise again. And this time, the hope we carry is not a weak hope. It is a powerful hope, a great hope, and a hope that belongs to every American." These final lines echoed across the internet, quickly becoming some of the most quoted words from the entire event. By the time the speech cycle completed its first 24 hours, Trump had once again become the most talked about political figure of the week. Analysts predicted that this speech would shape political discussions for months. Whether it leads to a large-scale political shift remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Trump's ability to ignite conversation, movement, and momentum has not faded. With a strong positive message, a revived slogan, and a wave of nationwide engagement, Trump's latest speech has set the stage for what many believe could be one of the most critical political turnarounds in recent American history. He managed to do what almost nobody expected this early. He turned hope into a trending topic, and in the world of modern politics, nothing is more powerful than a message that becomes viral.